Hello, motherfuckers, viewers, fans, and the few assholes that actually come to this channel simply because they want to be little shitmouths. How are you today? So, something I realized while looking back on how I made fun of the stupid career packs that CIG put on the website, and I hope I hurt somebody's feelings with that post because it was derogatory. I realized I haven't posted a single fucking video talking about the Drake Vulture. And I, like some very smart people I know, are Drake fanboys. That means that if Drake makes it, we're going to give it a good, honest, hard-working chance to be awesome. And if we don't like it, it's because we ripped the fucking thing apart, threw it on the ground, jumped up and down on it a bunch of times, and it didn't act like a Drake product should. Now, moving on with the review, let's talk about the Drake Vulture. Now, some of you are smart and you can understand that there is a door right here that I can open up and just let myself in there, into this giant industrial construction worker looking ass equipment. Don't mind that little ass gun, it doesn't actually do much. I tried to dogfight one of these one time back when they first came out, and you may as well just let someone else shoot down enemy ships and have them do the killing for you so you can do the salvaging and the skin ripping. Yes, salvaging in Star Citizen as of the current build when I am recording this video is basically you're scalping the ships, kind of like I'm gonna do to you, for no fucking reason, because I am demented. Nothing to do with the fact that you're a terrible person who probably thinks that sex with children is okay. I'm just mean and like to watch skin get removed from people's faces. Now, because this is a Drake ship, you have to enter through a cargo bay in the back. Now, you might be thinking, oh hell yeah, I could fit an STV in this motherfucker. I can use this thing to run bunkers. Okay, sure, you could take up your very small cargo grid with a little ass Jeep and not be able to put your boxes of recycled material composite in the cargo grid and then stuff some in your walk space here and be able to overcrowd this thing and basically do almost double capacity if you don't rely entirely on the cargo grid. So let's go ahead and close this door before some fucking player comes in here and decides they want to join my goddamn ship without my permission. Because, you know, maritime etiquette doesn't apply to a fucking gamer. One really cool thing about the filler station is you can either just eject cargo out of it, which we're going to do a bunch of, or you can build an entire ass multi-tool and a tractor beam attachment for when you're fucked up and forget to bring your own tool to be able to move things off of that. Because what'll happen is it will defecate into there. You have to pick it up from there and move it there. And then you repeat this process until you have all of this filled the fuck up. So we're going to push this back to cargo mode. And we're going to proceed up the rest of the ship. This is a ladder. You've seen me use ladders many times in previous reviews. If you haven't figured out by now how to use a fucking ladder by walking into the goddamn thing, on very few occasions, so like the one leading to the outside door, you do have to like hold F and interact with it and climb up it as if you're entering a vehicle, because that's not just a regular normal static ladder like that one is, or the ones in like the 890. That's an entrance similar to using the ladder to climb up into a 300 series ship, which I also have a bunch of. You have this wardrobe here, you have a gun rack, you have a place to stash additional multi-tools with tractor beams inserted into them if you want to trust persistence and all that stuff. You have the restroom, where you can basically smack your head into a edged metal disc where you have to sit the fuck down while cleaning yourself, or just crouch and be short and be thankful that you have a shower at all. Then you have a door to close, and a pilot seat to hop into. That's right, because pilots need to sit in seats, unless you're in the commander's cockpit side of the Carrack, where you stand there and just grab a couple sticks and do a little bit of the movement. While I'm waiting for gravity to let me off the ground and for the doors to open up and for me to be able to fit all the way through the doorway to go and start up on a salvage mission, let me tell you about the shit I'm wearing. So I'm wearing a Second Life undersuit and a Why Not helmet that I picked up from an 890 jump mission. I'm wearing the True Def materials that you pick up from the guards on an 890 jump mission. I'm armed with a C-54 SMG with stock items that I picked up from a normal Kill the Ninetails bunker mission. I have flares that I picked up from mining outposts or something. I pick up flares from so many fucking places. It didn't have a sticker on the side of it to remind me where the fuck I got it. I have medical items that I've picked up either from people's pockets or from... Kitty, you're making it very hard for me to be abusive to the audience. I love you so much. Mwah! Basically, I looted them from something somewhere. I have a tractor beam attachment that I looted. I have a multi-tool that I looted. And I have magazines that I looted. But the magazines are also very cheap, and I could have picked them up from like 2 of the places here at Port Tressler when I went shopping for shit, stuff, and things. So while I'm topping the fuck out at just over 1100 meters per second and closing in on my salvage claim, this salvage claim costs 1,000 credits. 1 box of shit will... Well, hello there, little buddy. Will net you 7k, like just over 7k. So your first box of stuff will in fact, let's go ahead and get control of the ship. So your first box will in fact pay for the license that you spent to be able to come out here and salvage this ship. Isn't that neat? What's also neat is you want to be careful about going full speed in a utilitarian ship like this in the black of space, because Truby, fuck you. That is how you can slam into asteroids and a mole. Alright, now let's go ahead and do some fucking salvaging. So it seems here that a 300i will give you, or at least from the state that this thing was in, will give you a box and a half. Again, 1 box will give you 7k. That means that this thing has plenty more than paid for itself. Now, of course, the filler station is obstructed. Remember how I told you you needed a multi-tool with a tractor beam attachment to go and move shit around? And just like that, you're ready to get another 2 boxes. So that's 1,400 credits right there that you're looking at. So the 21,000 that I've spent is almost paid for and will be paid for by the time I grab a 3rd box.
Told me someday I will buy galley with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand up on the prow, noble bark I steer, steady course to the haven, you many foemen, you many foemen. My mother told me someday I will buy galley with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand upon the prow, noble bark I steer, steady course to the haven, you many foemen, you many foemen. My mother told me someday I will buy galley with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand up on the prow, noble bark I steer, steady course to the haven, you many foemen, you many foemen. My mother told me someday I will buy galley with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand up on the prow, noble bark I steer, steady course to the haven, you many foemen, you many foemen.
Now, time constraints and my refusal to die of dehydration in a game after I spent a life being lectured about dying of dehydration in the military and all that shit, fuck you. I only have 10 boxes of recycled shit, and you have to sell that shit at the Trade Development Division because those are the places that will buy 1 box of recycled shit for 7,700 Alpha UEC. Then you can go to the admin place at Grimhex and they'll buy it for 63. The reclamation disposal or will buy it for 5,900, and then it only gets lower from there. The no questions asked terminal, Brios Breakers, Samson and Sons, Delvin Scrap on Euterpe buys it for the absolute worst price of 47.78. So imagine if you were able to pack 23 boxes of stuff into this thing. That's the most I've ever done. Multiply 23 times 7700 and you get a nice number. Granted, it's going to look a little weird when you go to the terminal to try to make your sale, because it's going to be like, oh, well, you have 12 on the cargo grid and 11 in the ships somewhere. We don't understand, so we're just going to let you sell 12 and then we'll let you sell 11. It's still going to be the same, numerically speaking, after all the math is done, as if you had sold 23 boxes of recycled material composite.